Hey guys, welcome back to another Skibbity video. Uh, this one's on Best Friends.
Sorry, Danny, but it's gotta be this way.
This guy is trying to kill this Michael.
Remove it. Get it out of my
Not
head.
this Santa.
Think straight. If you thought I would do that, you're out of your fucking mind.
What a fucking hater, dude.
Michael? Where are we?
All units into position. Terminate both targets. Repeat, both targets.
What? Not both targets, not me, you fucking assholes!
Shouldn't have gotten mogged, little bro.
Mike's still got the keys. We're gonna have to find him.
But yeah, this is the first level where you get to play as Leo.
I'll take care of this one, Danny. He has the key to the
You
boat.
only
It's our
play as
only
him
way
during
out of here.
flashbacks and maybe during the final level.
Over here. We got him.
Yeah, usually he's wearing this getup, but in the optional final level that you can play as him, he'll be wearing these scrubs from the beginning of the
Drop
game.
that key, Mikey.
Not scrubs, but his hospital uniform. But yeah, so when we go into this next room here, these big machines have a sound sort of mechanic that they use, where whenever one is running, they are so loud you won't be heard running, but also your wall lures and item lures won't be heard by hunters, so you'll have to act accordingly. And in this case, these ones also act as environmental executions, as we'll see here in a moment. They can turn off the distractions though, and whenever you see a light like that, you can usually break it, much like in the other level, sexual deviance.
We're outside in the yard. Want to do some interrogating?
It's getting a little freaky. But yeah, I do kind of fuck up a little bit. About half the level winds up just being this section. Still not a long level, but that's just to show how short the rest of the level is. Mostly because of this game's focus on guns, as we'll see later on in the level. Also, don't run into that machine. You can instantly kill yourself. It's a little fucked up. There's another environmental kill right there.
Damn it! How did that happen? You messing with a hardcore unit. Sweet Jesus.
I think I fuck it up again because there's another guy in the hallway. But I get this guy eventually.
It's gotta be him. This outfit weighs a ton. Kick his ass. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate the input I needed to be mouse up. So it took me more than the second I was given to execute him. But as I'm sure you might have noticed, we're at a sugar mill. And saw the giant blocks of sugar. It'll be relevant in a bit. Yeah, with this guy, I believe we'll get to see the electrical panel execution.
Shit! I'm losing my edge here.
And here's the minigame. My recording software didn't appear to pick it up, so it's just keeping your mouse in a circle. Issue is I have a very high sensitivity mouse for the game, so it's incredibly difficult. Yeah, all these guys were carrying like batons or whatever, so I just take one. It's got a cool execution, I guess, but actually I'm not sure if I've already shown the gruesome for it. knew there was at least one more guy because the cutscene never started. It's also something that carried over from the first game. You can tell if someone's nearby because your character will look in their direction, but only if you're facing a direction where their head can turn. It's sometimes useful, sometimes not. Like if you don't know there's an enemy around a corner because they haven't made a vocal cue, and you're about to get caught, your character's head will turn to lock onto them before they make any cue.
What's going on in there? You keep a watch on this one. Anyone comes through this door who ain't us, waste them.
This is our first guy with a gun. Excuse me. When you're hiding, guns can still be very dangerous. Because if they suspect you, they might start shooting wherever you're hiding.
Feeling pretty confident?
He saw me there. Saw me through the shadow, and I think I hit too close to where he was, so he just auto-detected me.
Ah, shit, lost him. Work him over good.
And that one was just me being a little stupid.
Let's flush this bastard out.
Yeah, once you kill this guy, the level can really get going. Because this whole sugar bit that we've been in with these grinders and everything, this is just the first part of the level. The rest of it's pretty quick. However, we will be in a lot of shootouts, and my aim is very rusty, so I'll miss some pretty easy headshots. If I was on the lower difficulty, within a certain range, my headshots would lock on. But, excuse me, on hardcore mode on PC, it's free aim only.
Fuck! You stay there. Stop! Let's see how this guy fares in the open.
Like that. If you came outside any time before you got a gun, he would instantly kill Michael. And it would count as a game over.
Fuck! No reply! Get your asses to Machine Hall 1 now!
But yeah, so now for the rest of the level, every enemy will have a gun of some kind. As you saw, Michael has a flare gun, and the rest of these guys have just pistols. In an earlier build, everyone had revolvers, including you, because this handgun was only used in the next level, Safe House. But at some point, they swapped them around. I'd presume out of difficulty because this handgun has a higher ammo cap. So you can have way more in a magazine, I think like 15 or 16 shots. While the revolver, of course, only has 6. There's also, the cover mechanic is slightly different than Manhunt. In this game, there are 3 different inputs that were, I believe, mostly done with the triangle button in the original game. Picking up bodies, well, yeah, picking up bodies was a triangle input, but he uses F in this game. But F was also used for picking up weapons to replace, which was done by holding the weapon key in the original. In the same vein, triangle was also used to sneak up against walls. In this game, it's used by C. The PC version, it all used spacebar for the first one, as did interacting with items. But interacting with items, I believe, still uses spacebar in this one. Still, I get it. There is also an explanation for why their heads blow up no matter the weapon. Uh, Presumably it was originally done just because, more violent. But on one of the websites where you could do like the little crazy stuff, like the therapy tape for Leo and Danny, there's also some hidden documents about project files and whatnot. And one of them talks about a bullet that explodes on impact, just blows it apart. Some explosive round or whatever. And it was used in a later mission that has almost all of its contacts scrubbed from the game, called Assassination. But it's directly referenced in that document about how the assassinated target was killed with that experimental weaponry. So it's possible that that experimental weaponry is why everyone's head explodes, no matter how weak the weapon is. In the first Manhunt, handguns and I think it's mostly just handguns actually. Handguns and the Uzi leave the head intact.
Give me that
While
fucking key.
actually I think the M16 does too. While shotguns and sniper rifles blow the head clean open. Yes. But yeah, once you reach the end, you just have to kill Michael, that's all. Makes it kind of funny that it was an instant fail for letting him die earlier. But it's presumably just because they'd kill you too. And if you are a bit too much of a wuss and just try and hide behind one hay bale, he will shoot it with a flare and it will burn away. Also note, Leo doesn't really have any pain noises of his own. It's just Danny's. But yeah, so now that we got that, we just have to get all the way back to the level's entrance. There's no need for stealth, per se. As all enemies are still using guns, and we have one.
Open fire!
But yeah, I don't think we'll see a helicopter again until very late in the game. Or no, actually, there might be one in Assassination, but I know there's one in Most Wanted. And then you don't see one again until I think Domestic Disturbance. They're not dangerous per se. Usually the actual hunters will kill you worse. And also that's just me being an idiot. Walked right up to an earlier part when, because you can now go through the door Michael did, you don't have to walk through the whole level. Just make your way back to the factory building you entered through and come out the way you came. There are like 2 more hunters here, but who give a fuck? And here's the gun execution. And our last trial this level after this portion will be to execute, like, or not execute, but just kill 4 gunmen at the dockyard before we can get on the boat. But yeah, aside from that, pretty easy and short level. I took a bit too long so I don't get a 5-star, but you know. Yeah, it's not worth taking pot shots from this height like I tried to. It'll just get you injured. There's so many gunmen. You're better off pretty much running up as close as possible and just blowing their domes open. And it's like why I was running up like that. I was a little slow and my aiming is very poor. I also recorded this at like 5 in the morning. Not my best work. But hop on the boat and it's done.
If the project wants a war, they got one.
But yeah. Next level should be Safe House, and I will see you then. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.